exclusively now. Couture had it stolen by Keels from behind. Headed the other way to turn the lights out in Cameron. 24.6 to go. It's 76-65. And Trevor Keels with a knockout blow as the Blue Devils are on their way to a win to open ACC play. Jeremy on the drive, a hop step, hit Griffin in the right corner, got airborne, flung it up top for Keels. Thought about a three, he'll fire, and knock it down!
This was a 6-point game just a couple of minutes ago, and now the Blue Devils are up by 11, 63-52 with 2:06 to go.
We've been in some tough game situations in our first two ACC games, and when you're in on, like you're down 8 against Virginia Tech, or at 2 times in the second half against Georgia Tech, it was down to 6, and there's what I call game pressure on you, not just the pressure of another team. And our guys really responded well in all those cases. I do think they have a lot of confidence in themselves, and they have individually, and they have a lot of confidence in one another, and they want to win, and so those are good things to build on. Well, when people hear the word pause, I don't think they completely understand what happens with a basketball team. It's really not a pause, it's a stoppage. You don't do anything. Yeah, where guys are in their rooms isolated. There's no exercise, there's no activity. And you sit out like that in mid-season, at any time, but in mid-season, whatever shape you were in really dissipates during that time. And in addition to that, you're not playing basketball. You're not practicing, even on your own, shooting. And so when you come back, you have to be really careful in how you ramp up, because if you do it too quickly, injuries can occur, and then you're dealing with even a tougher thing then, not just coming back from and being in good shape, but an injury that could take you out for a while or for an entire season. So it's a very difficult time, and we're working on building back up right now.
I mean, it's definitely going to be a slow grind. I mean, because the place we were before, it took months of preparation. We were here since July preparing for that. I mean, so this 2-week layoff has definitely been something that's been new for us. And like Coach said, we just got to gradually get back into it. Every single day we kind of ramp it up even more. I definitely think myself, including the guys, have responded well to it.
I think everybody's excited to be back on the court, definitely. But like Coach said, all week, just don't be excited, be hungry. And I think we're kind of turning the page from being excited to being hungry and getting back on page and getting back in ACC play.
It varies from person to person, how they were affected and how they get back in shape, how long that process takes. But it's a gradual thing. We come to practice every day, and we work as hard as we can. And extra work, putting in the time to work on your conditioning if that's something that's necessary. So it just varies from person to person, and each situation is different. But we've got a great staff, and they're on top of all of that stuff and making sure that we're doing what we need to be doing to just play at a high level.
It's off to the right in Roach. Roach looking to drive, has a lane into the paint, put it up with the right hand, counted, and a chance for 3. 10 from 3 against the Blue Devils a year ago in the 2 games, 3 of 9 tonight. Keels has it inside, off the window for 2. Here's Parham in transition. Got to the baseline, left it inside for Gigi Barria, swatted out of there by Banchero. What an exclamation point to end the night.
In the first game back against Georgia Tech, and again, they had problems too. They had a stoppage, but they had a game before ours. They had a really close game against Louisville, and I thought they had gone through some of their rough spots, although they're still not to the level that they should be. But for us, it showed, the rustiness showed on the offensive end. And that's not to take away anything that Georgia Tech did. They play multiple defenses and they do a good job. But we were not sharp, and we didn't have lift. We didn't finish a lot of plays on offense. However, on the other side of it, we played great defense, and we rebounded extremely well. Our kids played hard, and we told them that in order to win this game, it'll come down to defense and rebounding, and not to be thinking, when my offense isn't going, because we anticipated that was not going to be at a high level, and our guys responded. They didn't let the misses on the offensive end affect how hard and how well they were playing on the defensive end.
7 to shoot. Jeremy on the drop. Got inside with the right hand. No. Dunk follow! Williams rocks the rim. Looking to drive. On McGusty behind the back. Got inside. Mancaro with the loose ball. Off the window. And Duke has the lead. 1 minute to go in Cameron. 50 seconds to go. Wartburg tapped loose by Paulo. And a leak out. Paulo hesitates. Hammer time! And the lead is 3. More guarded by Roach. Looking to drive. Got to the baseline. Flipped it up. Drew a foul. Got the basket. Wow, and he'll have a chance for 3. Flipped it back up top for Wong. To the left at McGusty. On the drive. Into the paint. Flipped it up. Miami's got the lead. Moore's got it. Waiting. Keels from the right for the win. No! And the Blue Devils fall here in Cameron. And the Blue Devils' 5-game winning streak is over.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade. Greatness starts with G. By Continental Tire, proud supporter of Duke Blue Devils basketball. And by Coke Zero Sugar. Best Coke ever?
Wow, this new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever?
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
Okay, I'm gonna try it first.
Yes! I need to try it first.
You're made to move. And now it's time to get things done. You're in the driver's seat, chasing green lights and open roads. And you know those roads like the back of your hand. You're shaped by where you've been, but you're always looking forward with confidence. Continental Tire, for what you do.
I need to try it first.
Heart-stopping moments deserve heartfelt jewelry from Reed's. Our exclusive Love's Path collection features paths of gold merging around a center diamond, symbolic of how 2 lives join together to find adventure, understanding, and love. Our exclusive Roberta Z collection is a reflection of our founder, Roberta Zimmer, and mirrors the qualities we admire in the women around us. With Reed's exclusive jewelry collections, we have the perfect gift for each moment and milestone.
It's bow time. If the workday's over but your family's hunger is gearing up for the night shift, drop a big bow box on it. Cause with 12 Supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula. And the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
Roach on the drive, got inside, off the window and in, and the lead is 3. And this heavyweight fight in the desert goes the way of the Blue Devils. A spectacular display, and Duke wins it 84-81.
Definitely a more confident player than last year. I think every game this year I've gotten better in pretty much all aspects of my game. Definitely have a lot of room to improve, but just keep staying the course and everything will go its way. But I feel like my sophomore year has been going pretty consistent, pretty solid, and I can definitely take it up a notch too. Just trusting your work and just believing in yourself. I think that's a big thing. If you don't believe in yourself, you have just a little bit of doubt. You're not gonna ever achieve or get to that higher performance that you want to have. You always want to believe and just have that self-confidence in yourself to always believe that you can do whatever it takes on the court to win and to make yourself successful.
An outlet pass for Jeremy Roach. Roach got by Huff right to the hoop to lay it in.
Great work by Jeremy Roach, goes into double figures and ties the score.
Difference between last year, I mean, just the energy. Like, the energy is there this year. You got the fans. When you walk in the game, you can see the fans. Obviously, the Camera Crazies have been bringing every game. And this from last year, it was just like no fans, just no excitement, just no energy. So I mean, I'm just great to have the Camera Crazies back in the gym, and hopefully they can stay in the gym this whole season and to keep continuing to have a great season this year.
You know, Jeremy Roach has really done an outstanding job for us. One, he's in outstanding shape, and he's a better athlete than he was last year. And you know, in high school he had an ACL operation, and with the COVID year, I don't think he ever got the conditioning with the summer, fall, and then throughout the year that you normally would. But at the end of last year, I thought he was playing his best, and I think he's put a lot of work in before he ever got here this year and during the summer, and it shows.
Works his way over to the right, backdoor feed. Roach came wide open and laid it in.
Jeremy is a winner, whether it be a shot, a drive, defense. You know, he's our best on the ball defender, and he's been a part of winning programs his entire life. His high school program was one of the best in the country, and his AAU program was one of the best in the country. So it wasn't only about him. He was always playing in an atmosphere that expected to win, and with other players that expect to win.
Just who I am. Take pride in winning. I hate losing, so anything I do, I'm gonna try to win. And I mean, it doesn't matter how many points I score, how many assists I get, how many rebounds. It just matters if we win the game. And if all you're worried about is winning, everything, all the accolades and stuff are gonna come. So I think that's a big part of why I got to be so successful.
That's something a lot of people don't look at. When they, even parents with their kids, they're looking to see, well, where does my youngster get the most shots or playing time or whatever, instead of putting them in a tough, competitive atmosphere where you earn it, and then you see how other people earn it, and then you know what, you earn it together, and that in essence is really what team sport is about. We're losing track of that a little bit.
Definitely, I kind of give it to Coach Bushrod and one of my good buddies, dad's Coach Will. Coach Will and Coach Bushrod, those are my Little League AAU coaches from Leesburg, Virginia. We're on a basketball team called Leesburg Basketball Club. Played there through 3rd through 7th grade. They just kind of instilled just all we want to do is win. Like whatever it takes to win, and it doesn't matter if it's ugly, if it's good, if you're down 15, if you're up 20, as long as you win, everything will take care of itself.
Jeremy can really put great pressure on the ball, and whether we want it in full, 3/4 or half court, and that takes a lot of energy. That's a lot of conditioning, and what you want to do is kind of wear the other guy out, and especially if you're guarding someone who's a shooter, and we call it kind of taking his legs away, by making him work instead of letting the guy walk the ball up the court and use all his energy to try to score against you. If you can make them work hard just to advance the ball or to get the ball into a normal area of deployment for an offense, that helps you. And Jeremy's a key guy, and he's one of a few guys that we have who can really pressure the ball.
I definitely take a lot of pride in the defense end. I'm a kind of a smaller guard, so I got to just get up under people. I'm probably quicker than a lot of guards that I play. And then what makes it easier for me is just like we have the two other guards, Wendell and Trevor. They put a hell of ball pressure on the guy who's dribbling. So I mean, that makes you never want to be the weak link out there. So you always want to defend and make sure that your guy's uncomfortable when he's dribbling the ball.
Keels on a drive, has a lane, kicks it to the left corner for a Roach three. Good.
Jeremy Roach with his third three of the night. He was so wide open for that one.
I know the car accident wasn't technically your fault.
But we,
as the insurance company,
deny this claim.
We might fix your car.
But medical bills?
Pain and suffering?
Lost wages?
You're asking for a lot.
Oh, you've got a lawyer.
This conversation is over.
Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call on the Hurt Line, the law offices of James Scott Farron, right now.
If it looks like an F-150, tows like an F-150, hauls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150 hybrid. The 2021 F-150 Power Boost Hybrid with 570 pound-feet of torque and 12,700 pounds of max available towing.
Heart-stopping moments deserve heartfelt jewelry from Reed's. Our exclusive Love's Path collection features paths of gold merging around a center diamond, symbolic of how two lives join together to find adventure, understanding, and love. Our exclusive Roberta Z collection is a reflection of our founder, Roberta Zimmer, and mirrors the qualities we admire in the women around us. With Reed's exclusive jewelry collections, we have the perfect gift for each moment and milestone.
Wow, this new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? No! Yes! No! Yes! No! Yes!
Okay, I'm gonna try first.
Yes! I need to try it first.
It's bow time. If the workday's over but your family's hunger is gearing up for the night shift, drop a big bow box on it. Cause with 12 Supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
Duke Basketball 360 with Chris Spatola, presented by Continental Tire, proud supporter of Duke Blue Devils basketball.
You know, the whole world has gone to pick and roll, screen roll game, and Duke and Coach K have employed it as well as anybody. You know, a lot of the fundamentals of how Duke runs its pick and roll stuff, Coach K got, you know, back during his time with USA Basketball, working with a lot of those professional coaches that he did. You know, there's a few different ways in which Duke can do it. And a lot of times you'll see Mark Williams involved in that ball screen. He's the guy setting the screen. We'll look at a few plays here. You know, we'll go back to that Kentucky game earlier in the season. And the way that Duke sets it up, they end up with what they call a naked ball screen. So it's basically going to be the two Duke players on the right-hand side of the floor on that wing. In this particular case, we would call this a wing ball screen. And you see Mark Williams set the screen. You see Trevor Keels coming off. Obviously a really nice pass, but what you're trying to create out of this wing pick and roll is a 2-on-1. So basically one defender, like in this Gonzaga game, as that offensive player comes off the ball screen, you've got Mark Williams finishing at the rim. This third play, this pick and roll against Gardner-Webb, it's set more in the middle of the floor. So you don't have that naked ball screen where that side is empty. You've got one guy on one side, on that left side of the floor. You've got two Duke players on the opposite wing. And again, you get a very athletic finisher, Mark Williams, going to the basket. It's really nice to be able to throw that to an athletic finisher. And then this final play we wanted to show you is the other option out of that. In this case, it's Banchero setting the wing ball screen. Again, it's set on an empty side, so it's that naked ball screen set. You've got three Duke players on the opposite side. And in this particular case, because they're worried about Banchero rolling to the basket, the defender decides to go under. And you've got a nice job by Wendell Moore reading the screen, reading the defender going under, and he just steps behind it and takes that shot over the top. Duke has done a really nice job in that screen roll game. You've got an athletic finisher who could set it in Mark Williams. You've got another player in Paolo Banchero who could set it If you end up giving him the ball off of it, he can make plays. And then you've got guys like Jeremy Roach, like Keels, like a Wendell Moore, who can make plays off of it. It's been a very, very effective action in the early part of this season for Duke.
Wendell off of the screen. Inside, Griffin hammers it down with the right hand. Timeout, Hokies.
13-0 run by the Blue Devils. They're up by 5.
Moore looking to drive, got to the baseline, found a cutter, and Griffin hammer time with the right hand.
And there's our assist to the game right there. Wendell Moore going baseline and then putting it back into the middle of the lane for AJ to slam it home.
Broke out the tomahawk, and the lead is 8.
I don't really think I knew it was only a matter of time before he was really going to get into, what we all knew he was capable of doing. Coming off injury, it's never going to be easy, but the injuries that he's faced have been 3 years worth of injuries. So that's, even a lot more time that you have to make up coming back. I'm kind of relearning the game, and he's being thrown into a new team with a bunch of guys that he hasn't played with before. I think for him, he's done a great job adjusting to it. And now he's coming to himself. He has a lot of confidence in himself, and we have all the confidence in him as well. So he's coming in playing great. Every time he steps on the floor, it seems like it's a positive for us. So he's only going to keep getting better.
AJ on the drive, through some contact, count it! And he'll have a chance for 3.
How much confidence does AJ Griffin have right now?
Coach K's Legacy Moments.
Coach K enjoyed a season of first in 1986. His celebrated senior class defeated North Carolina in its final home game to produce their coach's first ACC regular season championship. A week later, the Blue Devils knocked off Georgia Tech to claim the first ACC tournament title of the Coach K era. Ranked number 1 in the nation, the squad then enjoyed an extended run through the NCAA tournament, reaching the first of Coach K's 12 Final Fours before finishing with a 37-3 record.
The Duke Children's Charity Stripe Challenge is a season-long initiative that raises money for Duke Children's patient care, research, and education. Take the Charity Stripe Challenge by pledging an amount for every free throw made by Duke this season, or make a one-time pledge by texting Duke Kids to 51555. Visit DukeCharityStripe.org to learn more.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula and the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
You're made to move. And now it's time to get things done. You're in the driver's seat, chasing green lights and open roads. And you know those roads like the back of your hand. You're shaped by where you've been, but you're always looking forward with confidence. Continental Tire, for what you do.
If it looks like an F-150, tows like an F-150, hauls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150 hybrid. The 2021 F-150 Power Boost Hybrid with 570 pound-feet of torque and 12,700 pounds of max available towing.
I need to try it first.
Vintage Duke.
Tatum makes a shot, drives down inside, dunks it right open.
In 1988 ACC tournament final, that Sunday we're playing Carolina in Greensboro, and We had already beaten them twice that year, going for 3 times. And 3 times in anything, basketball-wise, is really hard to do. But again, this is the task at hand. Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock, and we got to face the Tar Heels to get what we want. So I remember going through a war. I remember Quinn and I just kind of going through the ringer a little bit. Carolina was physical, but somehow we wound up winning. Down the stretch, as the game was being decided, I was right next to him. And when you look at the tape, I still have it. I'm the first guy he jumps into his arms, and I didn't realize how light he was. I think when you win, everyone gets a little bit lighter. I certainly didn't mind carrying him around a little bit, but when you see on the videotape other guys jumping in, I won't forget that celebration. That was pretty special.
Controlled by Roach. Outlet pass for Moore up the left. 2-on-2 with Williams. He'll take it himself. Off the window. No, the big fella there to flush it home.
The overall thing that we need to do is get back at a high level of physical condition without getting injured, while we're still working at developing, especially our offense. You know, our offense continues to develop because our guys keep developing. You know, that's pretty much been the nature of my teams. I don't put a lid on them by running a set offense right away, or really throughout the season. Because I want to see how they grow. And we always have a lot of young players, so you have to give them an opportunity to get better, and we see it happening. And then you are continually adjusting and adding things to personalize an offense, whereas in defense, you got to keep up with your habits. And that's why our defense is ahead of our offense, because it's not going to change much. It can only get better by talk and having solid habits. But the offense continues to change and will throughout the next couple months. We're patient and pushing it. The people that follow us won't be patient because, you know, the high expectations for our program that people put on us are not as high as we put on ourselves. But we also are living this, so it's a long journey. And we're now in a kind of a world, and have been in a world, where we judge things just day by day, that you've accomplished something by doing something in one day or 1 week. And that's not the case. You're going to be judged by your full body of work, and whether you make the tournament and how well you do in the tournament. And we just have to stay in our lane and make sure that that we coach our team that way.